Welcome back, agents, to another episode of Prime Tips. Hey, I hope you're getting out in the field. It's getting to be some nice weather here in the United States. So the agents are out there and moving. Again, if you're in the field, please be safe, wear your mask, keep COVID away from everybody and keep away from COVID. But if you are out in the field and you want to know, hey, what portals do I need to capture, visit, or possibly scan? We're going to look at portal history with IITC. And the portal history has been there for a little while with the stock intel, and that still works great. Might be a great way to go. But if you are an IITC user, it might be worth your time to install a plugin that has portal history so that you can use it there. I know that I tend to use IITC more than I use the stock intel, so I figure I'm going to use this more than I would the stock intel for the portal history and things. So we're going to show you one way to put it into your scanner. That's going to be different for a lot of people. Again, I'm looking at putting it in through Google Chrome, using Tamper Monkey on my version of IITC. If you're using a Mac and you have a different version of IITC, your installation process could be totally different. If you're using IITC button, it's going to be totally different. I think you have to get into the beta program to get it there. If you put it on your phone, it could be different. I do have it on my phone, and it does work there. So we're going to show you one installation and one plugin that's using portal history. You might find a different plugin. You might have a different installation. But I figured we'd show you one way and show you how you can do it. So the first thing is, where do I find this? Well, it is not one of these that you are going to find on the stock IITC page and plugins. You have to go out and find it where it's at GitHub. So here you have a URL that's actually found at github.com/EIS capital FREI /Ingress portal history flags, uppercase letters. To make it easy for you, I gave you a little bit.ly. So you can find this at bit.ly/portal history. So when you go to bit.ly/portal history, it's going to roll over to that other page, and you're going to see pretty much what we have here. Now, again, if you're watching this 6 months down the road or a year later from when I actually did this, this page might have changed. So this is where it is at this time. So there's the license information and the information about the person who did the coding and the actual plugin itself, which is a JS file, okay, a script file. At this point, you need to know, how am I running plugins with my particular installation of IITC? Now, in my case, I'm using Tamper Monkey, and I'm using Chrome and IITC. So for my installation, what I had to do is I had to right-click on this file and download a copy of it, and then put it someplace where it's not going to be messed with, and then go into Tamper Monkey and say, I would like to load an external plugin, and point it to that file, and then it's there. Yeah, that's a lot of pain. Eventually, it probably is going to find its way into the normal plugins, and it may be something that's be real easy to install. But right now, since this is just like 20-25 days old, this is one way to get it before it's really kind of out there in the normal market. And being as that, it may have some issues and things. So once you get it, what do you get? Well, we're going to look at the same area that I had looked at with the stock intel and use portal history, but this is going to be just a little bit different. So once you've got it in, you'll see that you have an item called portal history over here on the right. Now again, yours is going to be different depending upon where you're at and what you're looking at. My particular one is I can click on portal history, and I have some choices. Now I will say this kind of threw me for the first bit until I figured out what's going on, because it's saying show uniques. received. And I wasn't thinking uniques, but it actually is a unique that you're looking at. So I can then say show visited, and much like the stock intel, it's going to put circles around the portals that I have visited. And then I can see the ones that don't have a circle and know I didn't visit that one yet. Now, it is a little bit different that if I go and say I want to look at captured, and notice that I can have visited and captured on at the same time. So what it does there is it cuts them in half. So you'll notice on some of them, like this one, I've got a red on the top and a purple on the bottom, which tells me I have visited and I have captured this particular portal. So here's one that's a little bit lower that just has the purple along the bottom, which tells me I have visited this one, but I have not captured it. So I might have went by and threw some resonators on it, or somebody might have had one on and I threw on some more, or have charged it or something, but I haven't captured that one. I have visited it. And here's one in here, no circles. So I haven't visited, I haven't captured. Okay. And I can then also turn on the third indicator. So now I'm going to look at visited, captured, and scouted. And it gets a little bit crazy at this point, but it makes sense once you look at it. So you notice that this one here, I've got 3 markers. I got a red, purple, and an orange. The orange says, hey, I have scouted that particular one. Okay, let's move in just a little bit here so we can see these a little better. And you'll notice that with this one here is kind of strange. I've got a purple and I've got an orange. So that tells me that I have visited this portal. I have scouted this portal. I've done a scan of this portal, but I've not captured it. Okay. I don't think you're going to see one that you've captured, scouted, but didn't visit, because you have to visit to capture. Here's a really odd one. This just has the orange marker. So that tells me, and I can't believe I did this, but evidently I did, I have scanned that portal, scouted it, but I didn't capture it, and I didn't visit it. So when I go out in the field, I need to visit and capture that particular portal. Now, much like the stock intel, you can use kind of like the inverse. So I'm going to take off a couple of these, and I'm going to change this from uniques received to missing uniques, which is like the inverse in the regular one. So now I see the purple, and this might be handier if I'm in the field with a phone. These are portals that I have not visited. I need to visit these portals. And probably, if I turn on captured, I can see that now there's a couple that I have visited, but that I didn't capture. So this one here that has the purple and the red, again, you got to remember I have the inverse on. I need to visit and capture. This one, I need to just capture. And then if I throw on the last item, scouted, and again, since I have it reversed, let's get it to go here. There we go. So now this is telling me what I need to do, because I have it quote unquote on the inverse, on the missing. So there's one here that I need to visit, capture, and scout. There's one here that has a purple and a red. Since I'm inverted, I need to just scout that particular one. So you really have to be careful to see where you're at and what you're doing, and whether it's missing uniques or if you are on the uniques received, the actual ones that you've got, because it's totally backwards. But I like the fact that you can see all 3 states at the same time. And again, if you're in the field, put on that inverted so that you can tell, hey, I need to go get these, and these need to be done this certain way. So there you have it, agents. The portal history plugin with IITC. Again, keep in mind that your mileage is going to vary a lot getting it installed on IITC and getting it to work. But once you do, I'm sure that it's going to make a great time when you're in the field next. And I hope I see you there. Bye-bye, agents.